One of the best function in Excel is PMT function, which gives us the interest rates and how much we have to pay, something like that. So let's look at here. We just borrow money from the bank or whatever, and let's say that principal money is $5,000 and interest rate is 8% of it. Then if we pay $122.06 for every month, it will take 48 hours, 48 months or something like that, or 48 times. Now, to calculate this, usually the bank already has their own rate for the interest, okay? And we know how much we have to pay, how much we have to borrow. Okay? And usually we want to decide certain length of the period to cover the whole thing, right? And then by that way we can decide how much we have to pay each month. Okay, so this usually is not known. You can decide later. So that's the formula for this PMT. And please read the lecture note. It explains why this B2, which is 8%, must be divided by 12, because usually the rate is per year, but payments period is only month, so this rate must be divided by 12. Okay? And before, the second input for this PMT function is before, so how long? So 48 months or 48 times. And the third one is how much you borrow. Now there is tiny little minus sign here actually, so it actually doesn't mean that much, but if you don't use minus here, then this is actually your debit, right? So it's a kind of minus, so it comes with this red one, and it's not helping or giving us some wrong answers. What we are going to do in here, we are going to use this goal-seek commands here. So for that purpose we need to put minus. Okay, so you can think you just kind of deposit 122, something like that, every month, so you're just having more money like that, right? So it's just different point of view. Okay, that's the situation. We could calculate this kind of monthly payment by that. Now we change our point of view from this. Instead of deciding these first three inputs to decide monthly payment, how about we choose monthly payments and wonder how long does it gonna take, right? So yeah, I can only pay $50 per month, then how long it's gonna take to pay back all these $5,000 like that, right? Then do we have to make another table and with the different formulas? Do you know the formula with all that kind of crazy questions, right? And this goal-seek is good for that purpose. So whole situation is you already have certain formula which is already maybe given from functions in Excel, and you have all the necessary information to calculate that one, and this number should be changeable whenever you change one of these conditions, right? Of course. And with that condition, let's select that function, the cell having that function, and go to data and data tools. One of the choices is what if analysis. Please read the explanation here. So it's kind of scenario managers to give us what is going to be the outcome for that by changing this. Okay, so in this drop down menu, the second one is goal-seek. It's very handy, very useful. So when you click it, it opens goal-seek dialog box, and in here, okay, this is selected value, then that is going to be the cell is changeable. Okay, so we want to change this value. Then we need to decide the set cells should be B5, right? Okay. Sorry, this is B5, right? This is we need to set. Okay, so set 150, whatever the amounts we want to put there, and the value is how much in there. So in B5, instead of that, I'm going to choose 100. By changing, is it rate or the loan money or the period? So at this moment, how about the period? So you understand, right? The meaning of goal seek is these are the given numbers, and that is the kind of evaluated results, right? So we have formula in here. So if you just typed in 100 here directly, you lose everything. There is no functions whatsoever. So instead, we just keep that formula, but we want to give some kind of scenario. What if that value is changed to something we want? And we want to change one of these values according to that decision, right? So it's change the role. Like independent variables and dependent variables, we change these roles, right? So in this example, we try to change this cell value to 100 or whatever we would choose. Then we want to see the results of one of these. So it's kind of inverse function for that one. Okay. So just click. Then now this value is changed to 100, and the number of payments is 61 point something. The rate and loan principal is not changed. So the meaning is, instead of paying $122 per month, if you just pay $100, then it might take 62 months instead of 48 months. So this is kind of what if scenario. So it shows all that stuff. When you click OK or cancel, it just keeps that information, but still this cell has that function. You don't touch it, right? So we can still change back to 48 and to the original ones. So if you choose this one to 62, now after, if you want to pay back up to 62 months, then every month we just pay 98 point something dollars. So it's very handy to find certain value we want. Okay? So that's the power of this goal seek.